Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. I don't know whether y'all have been following this all day long with Fantasia Taylor, formerly Barrino, and her father Joseph Barrino, but they've been fighting all day, all day. Y'all know this morning I did a video concerning this matter and gave my very strong opinions about Joe. Uh, the Barrinos is from High Point, North Carolina. I think he currently lives somewhere in Greensboro right now, in the same um, area that I live in, the same city. Grew up in the same city. Um, Me and her have visited the same churches. At one point, me and her, not at the same time, but have sang on the same choir. We know some of the same people. My father know her grandmother very well. I know Joseph. I won't say very well, but I definitely know him from around town and churches and singing and afternoon services. The party that I don't know in this case is her husband. He's from Gastonia. Gastonia is about 2 hours from uh, where we are here. I'm familiar with Gastonia, but I'm not from Gastonia. So this back and forth, it all started with Valentine's Day, her husband, her being Fantasia, husband coming out on stage and proposing to her again, and said some whatever things to her and her daddy, and Fantasia's daddy in response said, "That's bull crap." he obviously thought it was all bull.
That's a publicity stunt. First of all, you guys, I want y'all to love her and pray for her. The work that I put in with my kids at a young age, I dare not let somebody.
So today he said something very interesting. He said he wished that he would have just continued with his career and not help her reach her career. He also said, and I'm gonna get to that video in a minute. He also said in his video with the North Carolina blogger that uh, that when she was at American Idol, she got a phone call, and after the phone call, his hotel in New York was cut off, and he was sent packing on his way. Very interesting stuff. But before I get to that, I want to play the video if I could find it. Hope preferably I can find it of her. Oh, I know how I can find it. Of her husband. Her husband went live. But before I do that, let me speak to everybody. We're gonna get to that. Okay. Hey, I am Courtney Phillips. Thank you so much for coming in, Sugar. And I trust that all of you are subscribed to Miss Courtney. I trust you are. And if not, please make sure that you hightail it over to her chat and subscribe to her. Hey, Jessica. Hey, girl. Hey. Um, I am Courtney Phillips said her husband is a stand-up guy. I don't see no issues with him. Hey, Sean Talks. Same thing with Sean Talks. If y'all ain't subscribed, y'all hightail it over there. Get your over there and make sure that you are subscribed to the Sean Talk show. And hey, the prelate is up in the room. The St. James Show. Let me tell y'all about the St. James Show. I need to get myself together. I need to get myself together so I can meet him in some of these places. He is creating content. He's not getting his content from news articles that he researches and reading an article that somebody else wrote or something somewhere that somebody else went and saw it and he reporting something third party. So no. He is creating content because he is getting on the airplane and he is going shaking hands with the what's his name, Wooden. He is going to sit down with Sheard, Bishop Sheard, and what say you, sir? He is that's creating content. Now we can go behind him and copy him what he said because he actually met the person. He ain't reading for somebody else. So shout out to the St. James Show and the work that he's doing out on these YouTube streets, creating content. And we appreciate you, sir. Hey, Lonnie, how you doing, sugar? Greetings. So let's start with Fantasia. let's start with Fantasia. Fantasia posted today, and I think I have the post, that she was going to that she was fighting back. She put that she was fighting back, and she put up her father's mugshot of Mr. Barrino, the mugshot from when he had a domestic violence with his current. I don't know whether him and his current wife divorced or not. Not Fantasia's mama. Fantasia's mama last name is she married somebody else. I can't remember her name right now. It won't come to me. But he married another woman. And him and that woman got into it. Y'all know in the book, one of the things that the book said, it was that he was violent. That's what the book said. And that's right there, says a crime of domestic violence. And Fantasia had this to say. Y'all know I got to make it big for me to see it. I ain't going to be able to see it. I won't be able to tell y'all that Fantasia had this to say. I wasn't going to do this, but this has gotten out of hand. Joseph Barrino, he said, Joseph Barrino, I can't even call you dad or a father. You are a donor. We have covered you for so long. Who is we? My mom and me have made you look like you were an okay man, but now you have come for my king. Tonight, I will go live, and behind me will stand all who know you. Oh, Lord, who's going to be standing back there, girl? She said, all who know you. How can someone steal if I, Fantasia Taylor, she done dropped your name, sir. She ain't Fantasia Barrino Taylor no more. She just Fantasia Taylor is the CEO, and my king, Kendall Taylor, is the president of all our, in capital letters, companies. Tonight, I shall help you finish the war you started. That's what Fantasia had to say. What y'all saying in the chat? He said, sir, said air. Child, listen, but he had some interesting things to say. But before we go to the interesting things that he had to say over on his video, let's listen to the husband. Let's listen to the husband of Fantasia, Mr. Taylor.
I'll do some things from time to time, but my reward, my likes and my follow, I am part of the governor's executive team. That's all I'm going to share about that, but I'm part of the governor's executive team. What do? I make impact. I stay humble. I continue to trust God, because sometimes I find myself outside of my comfort zone and outside of my realm of understanding, but I know I can do all things through Christ. So I'm not going to continue to let you go out there and talk about I stole some money when I got rid of the people who stole it. Let me bow out like this, man. It's going on too long. This ain't even me, and I'm going to have some people upset with me, but that's okay. One thing I make sure of is that when we build something, that beautiful lady I call my wife, she's got the keys. I make sure that when we build something, she's got the keys. Because if something ever happens to me and she doesn't have the keys, I left her in the worst, my bad, I don't know what's going on. I leave her in the worst position that had she ever been my wife. Our master account, she begs me monthly to go over there and put my name on the account. I don't need my name on the account. If I need a code, because we got to send a wire, Tasia has to send the code. Because it's important for her, after all these years, to have control. Steal? I don't have to steal something I help build, man. But we're not going to let you go out and get a platform when you don't even know my daughter.
And when he said my daughter, they're him and Fantasia's child. Joseph Barrino don't know him according to the daddy.
You never met our oldest son, Trey. Zion has testified to that. You're not a part of our lives. That's not because I pushed you out. You know how many times I sat with my wife and told her that I pray that this family can be restored? I'll never stand in the way of it. When I talk about it, Rico, you know, I've never stood in the way. Teeny, you know,
Rico is the brother that sings, y'all, and Teeny is the one that stayed with her during the reality show.
I never stood in the way. Xavier, have I not treated y'all like brothers the entire time? Though I know lies were spread on me. Though I know people talked about me, have I not treated you like a brother every single time you've been in my presence? It's gotta stop. If you upset, pick up the phone, make a phone call, but y'all don't talk. It's unfortunate. I'm only doing this because when I see my wife going outside the boundaries of her sophistication, making a post, I have to step out there. I can't sit in the back and just watch. She's got to be hard to build a reputation. If you got a problem with me, call me. We can talk about it like men instead of taking this feminine route. That's a feminine move.
And one thing I noticed he and the daddy is saying, both of them said, you can call me. And the other one said, you can call me. And the other, you can call me. Why y'all ain't talk?
That's feminine energy. And with men, since you went out there like a man, you're trying to discredit me. Like I have low integrity. I have no honor or no ethics about myself. I'm coming and speaking like a man saying, you don't know me. You haven't gotten time. You haven't taken time to take a chance. Do you know how incredible of a son-in-law you would have? That I would do anything within my power to see that you're doing good, like I would with Diane and my mama. Don't question my integrity. And for all of y'all who run real quick and thumbing something and sharing something,
Faith
do
Wisdom.
research, because otherwise you.
Faith Wisdom. It's something I want you to hear. Something he says, Faith Wisdom, that I would love for you to hear. She says, her husband came on. She's not doing any more posts. Her dad will be on another CC's tomorrow doing an interview. He was on one today, by the way, Faith Wisdom, doing an interview. It ever hit you that he trying to build his platform? Why would you be out here just trying to embarrass your daughter, your grandkids, your kids like that as a grown 62-year-old man? But hold on.
She's being lied to even greater than I'm being lied about. But my reputation, man, I've worked too hard, man. I've overcome too much, man. And I've suffered and sacrificed too much for you to just hop on live and feel some type of way. Who did you talk to that said I was stealing money? We still waiting. You won't find nobody. There is nobody. Who said I took? Oh, last thing. I'm tired of people not giving my wife the credit she runs Rock Soul.
That's the part I wanted you to hear, Faith Wisdom. When y'all are not insulting him, you're insulting her, Fantasia. Like, say it for me, sir. Just you go ahead and say it. That's your wife. You say it.
We don't move, we don't book, we don't confirm anything that she doesn't desire. Nobody, period. In the same breath, we don't release, fire, or change somebody that she doesn't desire to have removed the place. I don't fire nobody. Nobody's got a termination letter from me. I'm not the CEO of Rock Soul. I'm the president. We follow her when it comes to Rock Soul. They follow me when it comes to Salute. So give her the credit and understanding that she can make smart business decisions, that she's got intuition, that she's clever, that she's got a business head on herself, and stop taking ownership, because what you do every time you say I do something, you discredit her growth and her achievements as a boss.
Discredit her.
Call me. Stop all of this. You stop, she stop. Y'all don't talk no other time. So let's not use this platform so they can make a mockery of it. This ain't Black history. This ain't character. This ain't kingly. And none of this is of Christ. I hope I haven't said anything to offend you. I hope I haven't said anything that I have to repent for. And I damn sure ain't said nothing that ain't true. So you want to know who I am? This is who I am. And I prefer to go back to the shadows, but I'm not going to be looking over my head when I'm walking around the arena at the shows and I'm walking into meetings with people looking at me sideways. Nah, you haven't earned that right to discredit or question my integrity, because I built myself before I even knew you or my wife existed. And I'm going to maintain my character as long as God gives me an opportunity, because I answer to him, I don't answer to you, and I never bow my head before no man but Christ my Lord. So I ain't going to bow before you now. I forgive you. I forgive you. And if I've done anything that makes you feel a certain way, find it in your heart to forgive me, since we're talking that God talk. We all trying to figure it out here. But let's do it in love. Let's do it in privacy.
Let's do it in privacy. Let's do it in privacy. Why am I? Oh, because I need to charge my phone. Let's do it in privacy. Now, you got
60,000 cars.
you have Fantasia's daddy out here, Joseph, acting like something was done to him. So you came out here first. You could have called her with that. You could have sent could have sent an email with that. You could have did a lot of things besides come out here publicly, talking publicly and embarrassing her like that. If you really sincerely felt the way that you felt, that was not the way to handle it. It was not the way to handle it. But now that you chose to handle it that way, you acting like, oh, well, if I lose, they let the record show that this, that, and the other. Let the record show that you came out here and started this mess, sir. There was a way to handle it, and this was not it. This was not it. So he's supposed to be doing a video tomorrow with someone, but today he sat down with the blogger. He sat down with the baddest blogger. North Carolina, y'all know what is his actual name? I can't think of it right now, but he sat down with him and did an interview. Let me see what y'all saying in the chat before I move on any further. St. James said, I can't stand a deadbeat about chasing father. Deadbeat about chasing father, if it's true. A deadbeat clout chaser, but I can't see today. Let me read that again. He said, I can't stand a deadbeat clout chasing father, if it's true. Lonnie said, I love, he said that his name isn't on their main account for Rock Soul. That man gave her 11-carat ring, and he got jealous and seeing that they're doing well, along with him mentioning they have a new home. Sean said, that's a husband. Hey, CEO, little boss lady. He said, apparently you all don't remember Fantasia and Kendall separating early in the marriage because he wanted her money in one bank account and they shouldn't have separate accounts. That's what Faith Wisdom said. You don't come up on your kids tearing them down. That's crazy. I love everything he said about it's discrediting her if she's incapable to run her brain, as though she's incapable of running her brain. Yeah, he made a good point saying that. How is he embarrassing her if he's pleading to talk with her? Listen, because he's doing it on social media. That's embarrassing. That wouldn't be embarrassing for you. It'd be embarrassing for me. For my dad to come on social media and say, the man is making a fool of me and take me for my money. And that would be embarrassing for me. It would be embarrassing for me to have a very social media public argument with any of my family. I wouldn't want that. But if I have 3 sisters. If one of them have something to say to me, don't take it to Facebook. That's embarrassing. Say it to me. And if you can't get in touch with me, keep it to yourself. Say it to Jesus. But don't go embarrass me and then say you love me. You're doing it because you love me. If my parents have something to say to me, they're not going to humiliate me and take it to social media. If they can't get in touch with me and talk to me, they're going to tell Jesus. Not a bunch of strangers. What did Faith Wisdom, you thought to her reaction to all of this humiliation was going to be, oh, Daddy, thank you. I love you. Come on now. Let's use some common sense. Well, if she don't handle his calls, then as a father, he need to walk the hell away. That's what you do. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on because, it makes sense to me that you don't embarrass your child and you don't come up on and do that. Gerald with the North Carolina Beat, the baddest blogger. That father isn't right coming out on the internet with his foolish because why wait until her husband acknowledged her in public by presenting her with a upgraded ring or just, coming out and saying he love her on stage. That's an issue. That's an issue. That's how we say issue in North Carolina, y'all. Around these, we say issue. But let's go over what the daddy, because the daddy had a lot to say today with the baddest blogger. The video that was on the video that was about 2 hours ago, I think. How long was this video? Yeah, about 2 hours ago, he came live and he discussed the ongoing public family drama between Fantasia and her father, Joseph Marino. The conflict escalated with Fantasia's husband, Kendall, reproposed to her with an 11-carat ring, which Joseph dismissed as fake publicity stunt. Joseph initial claim, Joseph accused Kendall of financial misconduct, claiming Kendall stole money and that he proposed with a fake cry bull crap. He stated that Fantasia needed prayers due to the enemy in the camp. And even with the book, he's everything that he said, why do you think that happened? Oh, it's the enemy. Everything is the devil. It's a spirit. Then he showed a mugshot. Now, he got real, and I don't know why I didn't send this to myself. Let me see if I can send this to myself, because he got real petty. He said, well, I'm not going to be able to because the way I screenshot it. He said, you showed mine, now I'm showing yours. So he came out here and showed, well, let me just read it. It was something that he Googled. He didn't show the mugshot for Kendall. Is that the boy name? I don't know if I got the man's name. He Googled it. So I can just read to y'all what was in this this Google that he did, if I can get to it. If I can get to it. Y'all give me a second. Y'all know I'm not never ready. Be a little patient with me. Here I come. What y'all saying in the chat? Well, bad parents embarrass and humiliate their kids and come out and want to fight all on the internet like people who don't have class. Parents that have class and respect, or any family member who has respect would not do that. So that's the difference. That's the difference. Respectful people, respectful families don't come out and fight on the internet. Respectful families don't come out and air all their business out for strangers who could care less. That's the difference. I agree. There is a difference. There is certainly a difference. So the thing that he Googled, it says Kendall Taylor, husband of singer Fantasia Barrino, has a documented criminal history from his past that includes conviction for drugs and firearm offenses, including a 2003 conviction for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. He has been open about turning his life around before meeting Fantasia. He's been very open about that. This is the information he shared. Reports indicate the past record includes a physical altercation, drugs, possession, weapon possession, and failure to pay child support. Outlines a 2019 investigation that led to a 2020 guilty plea for possession with intent to distribute, resulting in a 10-year prison sentence though he was paroled shortly after. So he didn't serve the time, he was paroled shortly after. And he's been very public about that. That's why Google got it, because he was the one who told it. But according to Fantasia's daddy, he said, I wasn't a perfect guy either, but they post mine, right? So I'm going to post theirs. That's what he said. And somebody said, my honest opinion is when your child, they love who they love, and as long as the person is not abusing or taking advantage of them, I let them handle their own love affair. I love them and this is somebody said to him in the posting. I love them and maintain a healthy relationship with them, and whomever they chose in the relationship is not ours. We all have some obstacles in our lives. Folks put up with him when Diane chose him, and he wasn't good for Diane. But he forgot that. Everybody wanted, and then he loved to say, don't judge me, don't judge me, don't judge me. But you constantly judging this young man. I guess because he over there with the money. And you ain't. Could that be the reason why? Lonnie said, I wouldn't feel no way if something happened to Fantasia's marriage. People's marriages fail every day. Yeah. Folks grow apart. They don't get along no more. It is what it is. So let me go back to, and I lost the video that I was telling y'all about. So to continue with what he said in this video with Gerald, the baddest blogger. So he said he was surprised he expressed surprise. Hold on, let me turn this up.
So now, you sell out so quick, yeah. But it's amazing that, you know, I was expecting her to come back, but it's amazing that she will pull up a mugshot of something that happened last year and post, you know, but
But so you're amazed at that, but it's probably was amazing to her that you would just jump on here and just start talking about her like her husband and her marriage and her business like a dog like that, and how embarrassing it was. Faith Wisdom, Joseph Barino ought to practice the same thing, how to get on here and say things, all the right things to avoid embarrassing his family. How about that? He also said that Fantasia has blocked him for years and that he became the villain. He believes their relationship soured after a phone call received while in California for American Idol. I said New York, but it was in California for American Idol. He talked about the lawsuit. Joseph Barino clarifies it in the past lawsuit, explaining it was against the publisher of Fantasia's book, not Fantasia's directly. He claims the book contained false information about his parents that was written by Fantasia's grandmother. Now, he is saying that Addie Collins wrote the book.
well, number one, Fantasia has. I'm sorry, I'm on the job. Fantasia has had me blocked out for years. I mean, ever since a career, I don't know why she picked me out to pick on, but I was the one that helped develop a career.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't know. Going through the idols, all the songs in the beginning, she called her father, Daddy. Let's give him something to talk about. Daddy. Change all these songs. But then now, somewhere along the way, I become the villain. And you want to pick on me. So I won the case. But I didn't go there for a suit. I wanted to clear everything up. When they told me that I won it, but they would come back and sue Fantasia. And I said, no. I'm going to drop the case. I don't want to do that. That's what I'm going to drop the case. Okay. Case dropped. You know, so Kendall Mentor at the time, he said, man, hey, look, it was on you. You dropped it. But maybe a couple days later, I get a call. I forgot the attorney name. I think it was Keith something, Swaney maybe, from Fantasia's camp. He says to me, man, we took you through so much, and I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I make my heart hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, but the thing is this, man. I never thought that this would come. You know, if I didn't have known that this would come this way, and the enemy jumped in this thing like this, I'd have never groomed her or either took her on stage.
Interesting. He's saying if he would have known that he wouldn't have got no money out of this, he wouldn't have ever groomed her and took her on stage. Hey, Miss Toby. Hey, Dom Devereaux. Dom Devereaux, so you heard her husband say that he built Rock Soul? Did he say that? I didn't necessarily hear him say that. But maybe I missed that. Lonnie say he didn't say he built it. He said he helped her with her finances. It was public. She was broke. Yeah, when they got married, she was broke. She was broke when they got married. Yeah. And so he in this video that he did with the baddest blogger, he said that that Fantasia did a quick sale to get him out of prison or get him out of trouble with $300,000. Dom Devereaux saying, nope, he said it. That's what she said. She said, nope, he said it. But anyway, this is obviously going to go on and on and on and on. I don't know why this family can't sit down and just have a conversation. He's obviously trying to get her attention. Oh, she also sent him a cease and desist. Her attorney sent him a cease and desist today. He said he will not. He said, I will not cease nor desist. I'm going to keep on talking. I'm going to keep on doing this. He said, because his attorney said that that he's safe as long as he's telling the truth. So he will not be stopping all of this. He's going to keep all of this going. Listen, again, I don't understand why he think this is the best way to go about it. I don't want to embarrass anybody that I love. I don't. And this is embarrassing. And anybody who don't see any of this as anything embarrassing, I don't know how you live. I don't know how you live. It's embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? He could have wrote her a letter. He could have sent her an email. He could have sent word by Rico. He could have sent word by Tina. He could have sent word by somebody. But instead, he chose to do it this way. Anyway, y'all, I don't know how long I can follow this story and keep doing updates on it. I think it's awful. I think this is exactly what Fantasia don't want. I think this is what she tried to get away from and move away from and build her life away from. I don't understand why the daddy can't accept that whether his daughter is making bad decisions or not. She's a grown woman. And if she's making bad decisions, it's her bad decisions to make, and just leave her alone. Leave her alone. If she don't choose to talk to you, do you really think going on social media and humiliating her is the way to get her attention? Like, who in their right mind? Who in their right mind think that is the avenue to take? And if you think that's the avenue to take, something's wrong with you. You're not in your right mind. Absolutely. You get on this internet and embarrass me. It ain't gonna be no, oh, thank you, Daddy, for humiliating me on the. It's gonna be some stuff. It's gonna get crazy. Now, for me, I would never respond. But see, my daddy is not the same as Joseph Marino. So first of all, my daddy would never do it. But if he did, and he would never do it, because my daddy have always been there for me, because my daddy have always provided for me, because my daddy have never abused me, because my daddy made sure that I had a good education, because my daddy have always been there for me, not just when he felt like I had some money, I probably would just cry silently to myself. But see, she doesn't have the same type father that most of us have. She have Joseph Marino. And Joseph Marino admitted himself several times in that interview that he did with the baddest blogger. Oh, I ain't always been right. I made some mistakes. Oh, I done some things. I ain't always been there. He's admitted that. He's admitted that. And he don't want anybody to judge him for that. But he wants to reach back into this young man's past. Like the young man said, we both talking God. Why can't we talk to each other? So hopefully, instead of going and doing another interview with this man saying, let's talk, hopefully he talks to the man to man. I don't know, y'all. But like I said, I don't know whether I can keep doing this because I just can't imagine a family getting on social media and hashing out all of their family business for a bunch of strangers to see, witness, and judge. Anyway, y'all live in peace on purpose. And remember, no matter what you're going through, all is well. Thank y'all so much for coming in. Please remember to hit that like button. My Cash App is there if anybody want to be a blessing to me. And I'll see y'all around these YouTube streets.
On any stage, I am the girl that always took God with her.